of the opportunity presented to us on the first day of class. I am thankful that the American Civic Center allowed me to be a part of this wonderful group they have going this past January. The first day when we were told about this whole experience, I was nervous and skeptical about this opportunity for two reasons. First, I felt that I didn't have the sufficient knowledge in regards to government for this group to want me to be a part of. And two, I was really nervous about being responsible for that many kids on such an important day. But after receiving my placement in early December, I realized that I needed to take advantage of this opportunity. Since I was nervous about teaching 119 17 or 18-year-olds, this opportunity would be practice that would help me prepare for student teaching. After the first day, I realized the impact and potential I had as a teacher. Although in the beginning they thought I was mean, after some time they realized I was only being that way to protect them. Providing them knowledge at the monuments, learning slang that was cool at different parts of the country, and learning the hip dance moves were all part of the process that I will never forget. Leading the kids through the crowds of the one concert and the actual inauguration, as well as providing students with disabilities the opportunity to interact and feel included at our inauguration ball, made me realize the impact I can have on students. Looking back on this whole process, I realized it was this experience that allowed me to transform from a student to a teacher, and I will ever be thankful to the American Civic Center and all those students for helping me see this. This whole DC experience made me realize my potential as a teacher and gave me confidence to not only enter my student teaching placement, but to enter my future classroom as well.
DJ Khaled, you the best.
So why is there a grandma on my blog? There's a grandma on my blog because that's what I felt like after going into school today. When I first received my placement in December, I was kind of apprehensive about it because when I associate 18-year-olds, I only think of my sister. I think about her and her friends and their attitudes about going to school. That last semester was horrible. They just wanted A's. They knew they were going to school and they didn't care. They didn't want to do anything. So I was really nervous about that, and I also was worried that I do consider myself to look kind of young, so I was worried going into a classroom with kids who were only 5 or 6 years younger than me, that might be a difficulty. But after DC and definitely after today, I realized that although I might think I look young, compared to the kids that are in my class, I am not young at all. I am a grandma. Just what they talk about and their interests and the way they behave is completely immature. Granted, they are 18 and they are going to be out on their own, and we can't say that they're adults. They are so far from being able to completely survive on their own in the real world. They're like here and I'm here, so I definitely do see the difference, and it's obvious. So, where am I now? Oh, I'm 1,000 times better than I was in December. Just the overall environment of the school, maybe with my new attitude that I could do this after being so successful in DC with 18-year-olds, or maybe just, talking to my cohort that, this is a unique situation. I do have SOLs, but I don't have a test, and they are, 18, they can handle tough and different assignments, so I do have a lot of room to work with and expand and get creative, so I do have a lot of positives. So today, I saw the positives. I didn't just focus on the negatives. Things starting to build up, and I'm starting to see the end picture. I'm starting to feel like my pieces of the puzzle are fitting, like I'm fitting within the school. Not just some outside foreign creature that's sitting in the back of the classroom staring at them. They are recognizing that I am going to be their teacher next week. They do realize that we are going to be together for the next 2 months, and they are becoming more comfortable with me. I did a icebreaker with them on Monday that went very well, and I feel like they've recognized that, you know, I am going to be strict, I am going to be an authoritative figure, but I do have a personal side. You know, I was an athlete in high school, I was an athlete in college. I've traveled some places with some of them, we like the same music. So they do see that, you know, although I am their teacher, I am, you know, with time I can be their friend. And I feel like this respect that I've gained within this week, I can see it in them. They are excited that I am there, and they are excited that I am going to teach them. I'm starting to find my role in the school. I'm feeling more comfortable with the other teachers in the social studies department. They've welcomed me with their open arms, giving me advice, not just like for lessons, but how to run my classroom, but with upcoming interviews. I know that I enjoy going in and hearing their stories. I've also helped out with the track team, and the kids there, some are in my class, but others are not, and you know, I feel like I'm at home, like the puzzle, all the pieces are starting to fit together. This little video idea is last night when I'm planning my bureaucracy unit, getting everything together, I was watching CNN, and the secretary of the Department of Agriculture came on, and I knew him before they said his name. And then 2 days ago, the Secretary of Homeland Security came on TV, and I knew who she was before they said her name. And I would have never known these two individuals if it wouldn't be for my placement. So I'm thankful. At first I was nervous about having 2 placements in government, but I'm thankful because I now know that I needed this little extra oomph in this area, in this content area, and which I'm getting. So just having about 2 weeks of hardcore focusing on one specific unit, I feel like I'm developing into a better government teacher. So enjoy the clip. Hopefully it works and captures what I have to do. I'm kind of nervous if that's all I used for 3 days, how much would I do if I would have done the whole week? What's going to happen at the end of the month? How many sheets of paper am I really going to use? I understand that, you know, I am fortunate enough to be in a location where paper is probably not an issue, but what happens in the future when I need to make copies and I can't have, my kids don't have their own resources? Am I going to have to put make copies and pay for them out of my own pocket? Can I make transparencies and just expect students to write them down? I feel like since I'm asking these kids to hand these things in for a grade, it should be my responsibility to make the copies so that they do, and they can do it, and they will have it. But at the same time, half the things that we hand out to them, they just leave on their desk. So I'm kind of confused about the whole paper thing. By the end of the day, I didn't really feel as bad as I did in the morning. I realized that I have just enough right being in that copier room as anybody else. Maybe I shouldn't be a copier hog and only use 1 instead of 2. But I'm interested to see how many sheets of paper I really am going to use. I think in my internship in the fall they used a lot of paper, but since it wasn't